in a business environment, I feel like if you bring a Kenyan and a Ugandan and you expect them to succeed in the same way, this might not be happening, because Kenya is more aggressive. I mean, when the business calls for a lot of pushing and you walk as if you're running, that's when you feel like Kenya will really take this home. But if it calls for a lot of patience, bring Uganda on board. And now that the internet war is kind of subsiding, I feel we should talk about these two different countries. I mean, Uganda and Kenya. Sometimes you can't talk about these two without mentioning Tanzania, because these are the big three that we have in East Africa, the pioneers of the region. You can't ignore the fact that they came from very far. They have fought their own fight. They have their differences to settle, and they have their weaknesses and strength, and we have their weak link. And so many times when we go into war, we begin to focus on the weaknesses of one nation and trying to downgrade them, downplay them, and demoralize them. And this, I feel, is not something right if it's done. But if it does not get into the heart, then it's something that it's okay for fun, yeah, but it should not go far beyond. And the good thing, when these guys go into war, they really don't take it so much into their heart, and they continue loving and just cherishing each other, because they don't take it into the street. It ends on the internet. What gets started from the internet just ends from the internet. I mean, it goes beyond just cyberbullying. This is just my personal opinion, having lived in Uganda for several years and also lived in Kenya. I feel in a space where the business is happening and you bring these two different nations together to do the same kind of business, they might not succeed in the same way. When a business calls for a lot of pushing, where you push until you make it, you keep doing it, it comes because you have pushed for it so much. I think Kenya will prevail in this environment. But if it calls for a lot of patience, a moment where you should take your time, take it easy, be patient with it, I feel the Uganda people will thrive in this kind of space. This is not to everybody, because Kenya itself is a population of over 55 million people, if I'm not wrong, over 50 million I can say, and Uganda on the other side is also reaching 50. So this does not work for each and every individual that lives in this kind of space. Look, there are Ugandans who can push, they can push until it happens, and there are Kenyans who are really very patient with whatever they do. But if for the majority, if you like appear on the street of Nairobi, you see the kind of life people are living, how people are just busy. It's a moving city, it's a moving town. Like you wonder, like, people don't have time for anything, people are just pushing. And that kind of same lifestyle, you may not find it in Kampala. Yes, it's a busy street, but it's not as compared to in Nairobi.